Born in 1938 in Czechoslovakia, fine-tuned by Romanians for the sniper duty used on the Eastern Front against the Soviets by Romanian and the German snipers. Also, scope from IOR, which this rifle is fitted with, was used by the Eskimos to club the baby seals to death when they ran out of the bullets hunting seals. This last story is actually not the truth. Alright, let's go to the shooting platform and see how this absolutely rare sniper rifle can perform. We are back to the Eastern Front, and this Romanian or a German sniper has a task to do. We have to eliminate the Soviet general surrounded by his entourage at 305 yards all lane. The last target from that group will be the little midget NKVD political officer on my right and their left. Alright, let's roll. We'll see what we can do here. Alright, the general is a goner. That was that little flipper. Now we have to take the big guy, his chief of staff, out because he's standing on the way. That's extra hole in the head. Oh, I got rounds, I'm forgetting. Now let's take the guy on my left. That's a beautiful hit too. And the one guy on the right. Nothing but the sound of the steel. And the little NKVD officer. This little sucker is trying to hide, pretending he's not there. No escape. All right. Everyone was eliminated, and I think that was a clean shot on that flipper. Let me see. Yep, I don't see. So that was a flipper hit. The general was the little flipper. So that's done. Ulla, we will move to the know your limits at 365 yards.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yep.
All right, let me make the adjustment. I have to adjust the scope. And those marks are really tiny, so you have to be careful. Ulma, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
She's ready. All right. We have a nice conditions on the field. There is some breeze, but not much. We'll see how this will pan out. Okay, that's a hit on the ground, but I think I went a little bit high. Let me check.
Yeah.
Because I cannot
I think
really
it's a
see
hanger.
well.
For
Yeah.
sure he's dead.
Huh?
For sure he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. That going's dead. But I will hold lower right now. It looks like I probably pushed the turret a little bit too high. So let's see. Oh, literally, because that was in hold in center, I'll hold 6 o'clock. There you go. And elevation wise, I think that's a better hit. Yes, we are. This is much better hit. So I'm a little bit too high on that setting on the turret, but that's okay. We'll try to manage the best we can. All right, that's 3 hits, and I think this is like 7 o'clock.
8.
Yeah, 7, 8. Yep. we are blade running. This reticle, guys, is not really made for that type of the shooting, but That's excuses, yeah, right? Let's see. And that's a miss. And yeah, I don't know where the miss was, but at this point I was holding well below that gong, because that fourth gong really shrink in size. So it is what it is. I was a little bit high. That's kind of concerns me for the next target. Ula will go to 400, okay?
Sure.
I will discuss the results with you guys in details later on, and you will see my concerns. I will show you the pictures from the turrets. It is kind of messy, but it is what it is. All right, I'm ready for the 400.
Let's go.
Nothing but the sound of the steel. This reticle is doing much better on the more like a human-like size targets. I mean, this is still extremely small, midget Soviet, but at least I can put at this distance, I still can put that post somewhere on that plate, so it worked out very well. Ula, 450, and we'll go for the commander's bunker, okay?
Okay.
Hash marks between 4 and 5, and I think I got it. Ula, let me know when you're ready.
Let's go.
All right, command bunker. That's a hit. I see in the neckline in my scope, but I'm not sure. It could be.
I think that was center mass.
Yeah, center mass. Yep. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit. Absolutely, I will take that. Ula, vintage rifle shooter's club target. Maybe we'll conquer it this time, okay? Veronica, unfortunately, is not here to clean up after me.
Oh.
Round goes to the chamber.
Let's go.
Ula is ready too, alright. So I'm going behind the rifle. And it's a headshot above the gun. I'm sorry guys, but this guy just wants to kill everything. This rifle is just a perfect match, and this combo works. It's just only headshots. That's it. Of course I'm joking. Alright, Ula, we will go to the 550, alright? One of these days I'm going to knock out this gong. I wanna be, when I will grow up, I wanna be like Veronica. She always cleans that gong. Alright, 550, Ula, okay?
Okay.
Alright, I put the setting on the scope. And in the center, I think windage wise a little bit low, but I got him in a box. Beautiful hit. I'll take that. He's this time, see, at least this time wasn't a headshot, so I redeemed myself. Time to move to 600. That's a vintage rifle shooter's club target without the cutout. So let me put, according to my notes, it will be 6 on the turret, and I gotta aim below the bubble. It's a headshot. I give up. I'm sorry guys, whoever designed this rifle, shame on you, alright? You cannot make this shit up. Let me check in the spotting scope. Yeah, clear headshot. Alright, Ula, 650. This is it, 650, okay?
Okay.
This is just horrible.
You are horrible.
He's just keep killing them, sir. Ula, but at 650, we're going to switch to the full-size target, okay?
Okay.
Alright. So, I got value on the scope. And again, I feel more wind on me. So that means more wind down the field. And that's, yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Is this a headshot again?
Yes, it is. I told you to keep low.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not. This is how you shoot. Snipers lead the way. You know what's funny? Ula, I'm not going to adjust even for 700.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
think this is going to take us to 700.
Yep, it should.
It should. It should. Let me put the round to the magazine. Bolt closed. Let me know when you're ready.
Let's go. You hit it.
I hear the, yep, I hear the hit. For sure, where we landed on the plate.
Both.
But a little bit on the bottom right corner, but that's without the adjustments for the dope for the turrets. And just like that, at least we didn't hit them on the head. Just like that, the VZ24 guys marched through the field. I gotta say, I'm shocked. I'm shocked with how well this rifle shoots. But let's go to the studio and we'll discuss everything in details. So what a jaw-dropping performance from VZ24 Sniper. I honestly, guys, did not expect that. With that one miss at the know your limits, when I missed on that fourth target, and it was totally on me, I probably overestimated a little bit of that wind hold, and that was unnecessary. I think that the rifle absolutely hammered it down and delivered. Now, that being said, going back to the know your limits and those targets, I think for this type of the scope, IOR scope with that tri-post standard reticle, they are not really cut for that type of the shooting. They were designed to destroy, to engage and destroy human size targets. And I know we sneak in few midgets and the Vintage Rifle Shooters Club targets, but they offer to you a little bit more meat where you can clearly see that reticle, where it sits, and how you're holding on the body, even if it's shrinked, right? But with the gongs, it is really getting difficult. So that's my only excuse. Still, I think that the rifle would deliver the hit if the shooter wouldn't screw up. So that's totally on me. As far as the ammo used, guys, the plan was to use the 1938 Greek surplus ammo. Rifle is from 1938, so I want to use that Greek ammo. And that Greek ammo is extremely accurate in it. Unfortunately, because this is already very, very old ammo, and I have it for quite a few years too, what I'm seeing right now, every fifth or sixth shot, I'm getting the hang fires. So the primers are already kind of, you know, acting like a delay. So you pull the trigger, there is a strike on the primer, and you gotta wait like a half second before the bullet will fly out. So of course this would not serve us well to demonstrate what this rifle really can do. I had to settle down for a cellular and Belot 196 grain full metal jacket ammo, and that ammo did extremely well, as you could see on the video. Speaking about the setup, so what we got here, I mentioned before, it is a Romanian IOR scope. The IOR is a very, very famous scope maker. They are in business to this day. The company exists. And the rifle was, of course, made by the Czechoslovakia. At that time, before World War II, there was a Czechoslovakia. And it came from Brno. Brno manufacturer, extremely well-known factory, which delivered beautiful Mausers. These VZ24s are held on a very, very high top-notch spot for the Mausers, and the Czechs really put the beautiful work to it, and the rifles are outstanding. Now, that being said, you have to watch out. A lot of those VZ24s, they do have shutout barrels, especially snipers. I have seen a lot of those snipers, they were basically abused beyond the limits of regular use, and what you may find that the barrel is shot out. It's not a tragedy. You can find the barrel and replace it, but it takes some effort, right, to do so. So just be aware. Now, speaking about how hard it is to get those rifles, it is hard to get the complete rifle with the scope, matching mount, and things like this. I'm not going to lie. In US, at some point, the importers brought back the rifles, but there were no scopes. Some of them had the mounts, some were without the mounts. They had only bases, but there was almost no scopes. And to find the IOR scope in the United States, it is extremely difficult. They are out there, but they are rare. Now in Europe, those rifles were known, and you can get the complete setups, everything's matching, and whatever people were doing in Europe, they preserve that history better than our importers in the United States. Now, there was also another variant, little bit different setup for the mounting brackets for this rifle. We don't know exactly which version was first, which one was second, but you can see the pictures. This is another version, still with the IOR scope, just the setup, how the scope mounts to the rifle was different solution than this. This type of the mount reminds me a little bit of the Soviets, how they did on the PE and PEM rifles. So you have basically two windage screws, one on each side, and you are adjusting for the windage base by releasing the screw in the middle, and then you can pivot that mount. So this is a very similar setup what the PE, PEM rifles used. And as I said, the scope does not have a windage adjustment, so that was the only way how you could zero this rifle. Now, the main elevation turret is screw-based solution, which is nothing shocking for that era. That was very common solution, and basically by adjusting the elevation turret, there is a screw and you pulling the reticle or pushing down. But at least without the windage adjustment, that reticle always stays in the middle, so you don't have to worry about that, unless you want to make the quick adjustments because you change the ammo lot and your rifle shoots to right or left, then you are screwed. As far as the shooting, this example, I think it is a true blast. It is a pleasure to shoot. That being said, you can forget about the cheek weld. This is not going to happen because of how high this scope sits. And if you will check the German sniper rifles, for example, from World War II, very common, this was the issue or the problem, and the people had to learn how to use the chin. You were hoping that you can have at least the chin support on the stock. So that is a little bit negative on the side for that rifle. That being said, you can manage to make good hits and you can keep pushing this rifle forward because the 8mm Mauser, how we like to call it in the United States, can fly and deliver the good hits. I would say easily 2000 meters. So you can push that rifle with the good ammo, absolutely no issues. Now, as far as the history, you have to remember that in World War II, the Romania was fighting on the side of the Axis. So the Romanians were together with the Germans, and when the Germans got defeated, the biggest defeat, right, at the Stalingrad, the Romanians were there as well. I can almost guarantee you that those rifles were used extensively by both Romanians and the German snipers. Now, the problem is we do not have a lot pictures, period time pictures of those rifles in use. And the one easy explanation is, first of all, it's hard to find even German snipers pictures. I mean, they are there, but they were not really popular, right? They were not used by the propaganda until the last years of the war, when the German propaganda changed their mind about the snipers and the use. But going back to Romanians were not really well documented on the Eastern Front as the Germans. And again, it's obvious because of the propaganda, how the German propaganda worked and how they were pushing the message and everything. So it's easier to find the pictures of Germans than Romanians. That being said, there is that one picture of that rifle. Clearly you can see this is the VZ24 sniper with this exactly setup used. If anyone has any more pictures of the VZ24 sniper in use from World War II, please let me know. Please email me, contact me through the Instagram. Please let me know. I would love to see those pictures. Now, the rifles are rather hard to find. And as I said, at some point they were imported to United States, but without the scopes. To find the scope, if you have friends in Europe and they can pull some magic, you can absolutely bring it and put them back together and restore it. That being said, I have seen people putting on those rifles PEM scopes and trying to make a clone, something like that. But the only correct scope used was from IOR. And unfortunately, those are hard to get. Alright, guys, that's it. If you have any questions, if you would like to know more, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Spread the message about the Vintage Rifle Shooters Club. Hey, if you want to buy the Vintage Rifle Shooters Club t-shirts, the link will be in the pinned comments as well. It helps the channel. Speaking about the help, if you want to join the Patreon army for the Vintage Rifle Shooters Club, please go and do so. Link in the comments as well. Big thanks to all Patreons. Thank you guys for being with us. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. We do have some outstanding material coming at you. Bye.